So I'm on my way to get my unicorn test done. I chose E7 Health because of their guaranteed turnaround time of less than 1 day. For flying international, you need to have a test that's less than 7 days old. I'm sorry, less than 3 days old. And all these other tests I've been considering, it says 3 to 5 days, and that just simply won't work. You have to make sure whichever test you do choose to take, that you have your results back soon enough to where when you board your flight, the actual test is not more than 72 hours old. It's not the results, it's the test. So if you take the test on Monday, 72 hours from Monday, the test expires. Even if you got your results 3 days later, it still expires on the third day. So right now in this current situation, it might be different the time when you take your test, but right now for me, being the beginning of January, even the paid tests of over $150, they're saying results are up to 3 days, but we've been seeing results take up to 5 days. I personally don't think that risk is worth it. The way I look at it, if you were to pay an option to where you get a guaranteed 3 days, based on what they said, and then you turn around and find out your test was late and you lost your flight, you have to deal with rescheduling your hotel or your quarantine hotel, your flight, all that back and forth, when you could have just paid a little bit more money to get a guaranteed same day test results that I'm about ready to take right now. You'll probably just tell yourself it would be worth the extra $100 or whatever, just to have that peace of mind knowing that once you take your test, you're guaranteed your results within the same day. This one actually, it says up to 45 minutes results, but I'd be happy if I had to wait 24 hours for my results, given for the fact that my flight isn't until tomorrow afternoon. So I do have a little bit of time, and even if my flight were to get delayed by 1 day or 6-8 hours, whatever, I have 2 extra days of leeway time, so there's no stress on me. The only stress I have, of course, is passing the test with a negative result or results, and then of course getting to my flight. It seems like every flight in the US always gets delayed or canceled, where the foreign airlines don't really have that much of an issue, at least from what I'm seeing. So those are my two biggest things, is getting a negative result on my test, and of course getting to my international flight, which is in LA. So right now that's the two things I'm stressing on the most. Everything else should fall right in place from here on out. Look at that. Prius gang, Prius gang, Prius gang. Oh yeah. Isn't that something? Prius gang. We got another Prius that just joined the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Prius gang. And just like that, it only took 30 minutes. I got my results. I took the Code 22 for the unicorn variant, and it came back negative. So all is good. Now I just have to make sure I make my flight. Getting there is no problem. It's just, the plane has to take off. That seems like an issue these days. Either they take off really late or they just don't take off at all for whatever reason that is. So that's the next big thing. I picked a good airline that cancels less. So hopefully it all pans out. I just have to make sure I don't crash my car, because I am recording myself, talking to myself while I'm driving. Now I just got to do some more packing and all that good stuff. It's about middle of the day, so I have about 5-6 hours of daylight left. So a quick little summary on today's video. If you're looking to travel internationally and you need to get a lab test done with a guaranteed 3 days results before your flight of the date you can take the test, make sure you do your research. Everyone has their opinion of what test is better and which one's cheaper, but sometimes going the cheapest route isn't really always the best route. If you want something guaranteed, I found A7 Health is the most straightforward option. You can't even schedule unless you pay. It's really easy to schedule somewhere and not even show it up, making the scheduling push back further than it should be. So like I said, if you want something very straightforward and organized, A7 Health is good. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. If you want to check out my main channel, it's more adventurous side of me, more cinematics, things of that such. I'm currently editing a bunch of videos from the Java motorbike tour I took. It was a 4-week tour I took in Java, which is in a large island in Indonesia. So check that out. And of course, I'll be posting a lot more videos in the future as I'm heading that way again for the next several months. Other than that, thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.